Horns up and welcome to a brand new episode of Headbanger's Kitchen. Today's recipe has been a long time coming. What are we making? We're going to be making some delicious keto peanut butter cookies. Oh yeah! Now you guys have been asking me for a keto cookie recipe for a long time, and I thought to myself, you know what? Let's make some peanut butter cookies. And I gotta be honest guys, pretty much every single keto YouTuber has a peanut butter cookie recipe, as does every other YouTube baker. This cookie is so popular and so easy to make, and I thought this is the best place to start from. But we're going to give this recipe the Headbanger's Kitchen twist. Anyway, enough jibber jabber, let's get cooking. So the first thing we're going to do is preheat our oven to about 170 degrees Celsius. The next thing we're going to do is make the batter for the cookies, and I'm going to start with about 250 grams of all natural peanut butter. The good stuff made with just peanuts and nothing else. Into that goes about 70 grams of Sucrin Gold, which I have powdered in my food processor. Next up, half a teaspoon of cinnamon powder, 1 tablespoon of psyllium husk, a splash of vanilla extract, a pinch of salt, and I'm also going to grate in some fresh ginger, but if you don't have fresh ginger you can also use ginger powder. And finally I'm going to crack in 1 whole egg, and then I'm going to mix everything well with my spatula, and you're basically making a cookie dough. Now the psyllium husk, the ginger and the cinnamon is all optional, but that is to make these cookies even more flavorful than the regular ones. Anyway, mix it all well, and you need to use a little bit of elbow grease because you want everything to be well incorporated, and you should end up with a nice thick cookie dough. I would also recommend tasting the cookie dough to know whether it has enough sweetness, because some people like their cookies to be extremely sweet and some not so much. Anyway, once the batter has all come together, you're pretty much ready to go. Now people always ask me about serving sizes and how do I measure things out, and I like to use a kitchen scale. So I'm going to weigh out the cookie batter, which is about 390 grams, and since I want to make 8 cookies, that's roughly 48 grams per cookie. So I'm going to portion out the cookie dough into 8 balls, and just take it with your hands and then roll it round and round, and your cookie dough balls are ready. Now it's time to bake these, so make sure that your baking tray is lined with some parchment paper or a silpat or some kind of silicone mat, and then place your cookie dough balls onto that. Now make sure there is enough space between each of them because these are going to spread. And once you're done placing them on the baking tray, it's time for the final touches. What we're going to do is we're going to take a fork and we're going to press down on the cookie batter to give it that, well, what they call the traditional peanut butter cookie look. So a crisscross pattern on each cookie. Press the fork down one way, then cross it and press it down the other way. Pretty simple. Do that to all your cookies, and then these go into our preheated oven for about 12 to 15 minutes, and you want to cook them till the edges start to brown. After about 15 minutes, our cookies are ready, and I am just going to leave them now and let them cool completely. Don't touch them till they are completely cool. Anyway, after about 15 minutes, the cookies are cool and they are pretty much ready. And oh yeah, look at that. Anyway, those are your peanut butter cookies. I mean your keto peanut butter cookies, and it's time to taste them. Alright folks, so it's time to taste our peanut butter cookie. And I gotta be honest, it's more of a soft cookie than a crispy cookie. So if you were looking for something crispy like a biscuit, this is probably not the recipe for you. They smell pretty good, and I will be honest, I'm not the biggest fan in general of cookies and biscuits, but I'm going to give this a try any which way. Anyway, let's taste. Okay. It's chewy. It's definitely got a peanut flavor. You get that hint of cinnamon and ginger. The sweetness is to my liking. But you know what? It's a cookie. Like, I'm never excited about cookies. So for me, I mean, is this something I'm going to be making all the time? Probably not. But hey, if you love cookies, this is good to make a batch of and keep in your house, and you can munch on them whenever you feel like. So do make these. Let me know how they turned out. Let me know what your thoughts are on these cookies. Anyway, I will see you on the next episode of Headbangers Kitchen. Cheers and keep ketoing. No wait, keep cooking. Ketoing is for the other series. Anyway, later. Hey guys, I would also recommend that you make your cookies smaller. I actually made mine quite large in size. So I would definitely recommend making smaller cookies and more cookies. Anyway, if you like the recipe, give the video the thumbs up, subscribe to Headbangers Kitchen, and watch another video. Cheers!